So there's a roundabout behind us. The only way to get onto this road would have had to have been to go through that roundabout. They could have just went out to Hyde Park Road, where the speed limit is 90 kilometers an hour, and they would have already been at their destination. They wouldn't have been sitting at a light right now, and they would have used the roundabout to their advantage to go. Now they got to sit here, wait for all this traffic before they can even move. And that's the reason why Middlesex Center installed a set of traffic lights up at Ilderton Road, because of the amount of shortcutting traffic coming through this area that have absolutely no business being here, and that's their definition. And what do we got up here? So this is an 80-kilometer-hour road. I don't need to point out how much traffic we've seen already, and school's done. It's June 28th, so this is summer traffic. You could get over at least another 2 feet. The Traffic Act says you must be as far right as possible. I think it says as practical is the exact wording. There are safer places to get your exercise, old man. Any of these concessions that are running east-west, that's the ones that I use. You know, you drive your car, you park it, you get your bike off, you take these routes. They're 80 kilometers an hour, and there's absolutely no one on them. Fully asphalted. It's your own little cycling paradise. And that's why I'm not associated with the North London Cycle Club anymore, because they come up this road. They love to go down Medway Road, and they do it riding 3 and 4 abreast. And it's like, you're supposed to be as far right as possible, and you're giving cyclists a bad name because you won't get as far right as possible, but yet you're preaching, well, you got to share the road, you got to do this, you got to do that, when most cyclists don't do anything that they're supposed to do on the road other than become a nuisance in a possible accident. So anyways, it's really frustrating. You can't fix stupid, and it's hard to rationalize something that's irrational, and that's exactly what that is. That's just an irrational thought to go up on an 80-kilometer-an-hour road. All this traffic is heading your way, buddy. I got 4 people behind me. Just because school's out doesn't mean that this is a quiet road now.
There is a bit of a stammer, and you do notice it. If you're aware of it and you watch him, you do notice it. But it's definitely not getting better. He had it under control for a long time, but at what point do you just go say, quit defending the guy and say, we need a new guy?
Well, there's a lot of people that are talking about that this morning, obviously, and last night after the debate. I mean, you saw it on every news show. There was a lot of that
Traffic's
kind of thing.
All heading towards that cyclist.
You know, yes, that's a possibility.
Every single one of them.
The Democrats are going to, no doubt, really think about it long and hard. But in the meantime, the candidates are hitting the road and going out on their campaigns, and, you know, we'll just see what happens next.
So, not that I'm excusing the traffic that's shortcutting and continuing up Wonderland Road, but there should be absolutely nobody turning right or left. If you went left, if you go left, you could have been on Hyde Park Road. It's 10 kilometers an hour faster. And if you're going right, you could have been on the highway this entire time. And that's exactly what we're seeing. So they could have been on the highway this entire time, rolling the stoplight. Yeah, they could have been on the highway this entire time. It's a highway. It's dead flat, dead straight, unlike I can say for this road. It is super flat, unlike I can say for this road. It has one potential stop, which they're going to roll up to right now, as opposed to 3 guaranteed stops on Wonderland. And in the wintertime, the highway is fully plowed, fully salted religiously, whereas this road here, Wonderland Road, gets sanded occasionally at the intersections only. Period. You can see just how bumpy and hilly this road is right now. Highway dead flat. And they had the advantage too, first of all, that they were turning right, and second of all, that light changed. Because you could have been stuck behind. On a normal day, there's usually about 8 people that are cutting through there. And, the light just changed when you approached. So that's shortcutting traffic as defined by Middlesex Center, and that's why that traffic light was installed, was because of those 2 people. People that had absolutely no business being on that road. They could have been there already. They would have already been at their destination. But they work very, very hard to take a much, much slower and much, much exponentially more unsafe road. And it's hard to rationalize that because it's an irrational thought. But there they are doing it, And a question that's probably come through some people's minds is like, well, what are you doing on Wonderland Road? Why are you there? That's a fantastic question. I live on this road. My destination is at the end of this road. The crow can't even fly that straight, my friends.
And even blow you away. Music starting at 7 p.m. Big fireworks show at 10. And also catch the night market at Dundas Place on Sunday from 7 to 11.